Hi, Worthington Hills Elementary. My name is Nikki McCarthy. I am the executive director and founder of Sam's Fans. I wanted to come on here today and give you a big thank you for choosing our organization for all of your fundraising this year, dress down days and all of those fun things. Most of you I don't know. Some of you I do. Some of you are my friends. Some of you have come to our race or our birthday party. But I wanted to give you a little introduction to Sam's Fans so that you know exactly what all of your fundraising is going to. And it's great work, I can assure you. And I think you'll be really excited to see that you're helping kids. And one of my favorite things is when kids help other kids. So this is particularly exciting for me. The music and art therapy is using music and art interventions to achieve goals in a hospital setting. So kids who are in the hospital and are trying to heal their bodies sometimes have a hard time. And music and art therapy is kind of a funner way, if you will, to work on some of those things that aren't always so easy. So instead of trying to explain it to you, which I just tried to do, I want to show it to you. We've created a video with some of our patients that our music and art therapists work with, and I think they'll help you see what it's like better than I can explain it. But I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to meeting a lot of you in the future. Maybe it's going to be at one of our events, or I can come visit you at school. But I just am really grateful that you guys were so generous in choosing to benefit Sam's Fans. And I'm grateful, but there's a lot of kids out there who are grateful. So enjoy this video, and I hope to see you soon. Great.
We spent a lot of time in the hospital. It was not an easy time. She didn't feel well almost all the time. Pretty regularly, we would have Brian, our music therapist, come in and spend time with her. It was the one thing that made her feel better. So it made us feel better. Even when she was just feeling pretty crappy, a little bit of music made her feel better. That stayed with us for a really long time.
Music therapy is an evidence-based practice and model for utilizing music as the vehicle to impact non-musical outcomes. And that goes across the board for adults and for pediatrics. But I want to make sure that you know that it's alive. This is live music.
When I first started working with Venora, she was 1, and she was very closed off to the world. She wouldn't really open her eyes, she wasn't really smiling, she wasn't really doing a whole lot of interacting with her environment around her.
Venora's 3 years old. She's missing a small piece of her brain, but she's generally very happy. The first time Jessica brought out, it's called an ocean drum, and Venora opened her eyes and started squealing. Up until that point, Venora never smiled. She couldn't tolerate light or open her eyes, and she was just sort of there. It's sort of like music therapy woke her up. She's a completely different kid now than the first time when Jessica came.
Ben is such a happy kid. He's a happy-go-lucky kid. Every day he makes us smile. Even when he's not feeling well, he's always smiling. Jessica came over and was able to do some music therapy with Ben, and he got super excited. You could tell he was verbally trying to sing because he's nonverbal. And one day we were sitting there, and we heard him say up. His language has progressed because of her music.
He's a kid with a condition that makes it hard for him to use his muscles all the time. He's being motivated by music to reach out for an instrument, hold it, play it maybe, to see him using both hands simultaneously, he's using bilateral movement to reach for an instrument. It's the motivator of music, to motivate a kid to do the things that are non-musical that we want to see. Those are the great benefits of music therapy.
It makes me happy to see my son being able to do the things that I don't know if he would even be able to do.
Sam passed away, unfortunately, and after a while, we needed to do something to not just carry on her legacy, but give me a purpose every day, something that kept her in my life that wasn't just talking about her illness. I was inspired to kind of make this space that Sam lived in into the place where I would continue all this work. And I found some notebooks, and I opened the notebook, and it was how much I love music and how it makes her feel. It was like a message that said, thank you for what you're doing, and you're doing, and I love what you're doing. That was her last line was, music makes me feel alive and it makes me happy. The more we can make kids feel happy and feel alive, that's why we need to keep doing what we're doing. Thank you for helping me make Sam's legacy a real thing. I get to talk about her every day, and I love having her in my life.